Hey guys, Digital Dad here with another unit guide for Behemoth's amazing new game, Pit People. Welcome to my guide to the mushroom. The game itself sums up the unit like so. Look out! This little fungi loves it when a crowd's around. His farts have a small chance to poison, with the potential to hit everyone surrounding. Small chance to deflect projectiles, weak to mallets, immune to poison. My summary of the mushroom unit makes them out to be a throwaway. Meant to be a disruptive flanker of a team, placing the unit deep in the enemy territory to wreak havoc early on with no expectation of keeping the unit alive beyond the first few turns. As always, boring stats are up next. Here are the numbers. The mushroom unit lands near the center of the scales. Health is right in the center with 5 hearts. Movement is on the lower end of the scale at 2. The base attack rests at the higher end of the spectrum at 11. The defense and block of the unit are respectable enough at 7 and 18%. Dodge is non-existent. As a hero character, the fungus sees a jump in its numbers with health moving up by half a heart, movement increasing by 1 hex, and attack going up to 13. Defense goes from 7 to 10, and dodge remaining the same. Much like the other non-human entities of the game, mushrooms can only wear cosmetics which do not affect the ability or the stats of the unit. Oh man, I hate that part. Let's move on to the good stuff. Even without being able to don shields or armor, the mushroom unit uses the cap on its head much like the equipment in the game, using it to defend itself against range attacks just like a shield. Be wary of mallets though, since this fungi's cap acts like a helmet, it does take additional damage from mallets. Mushrooms are a poison-based unit, making the characters immune to their own element. Electrobots are also immune to poison attacks, and zombies are resistant, so avoid direct fights with those unit types. Poison affects cupcakes, mascots, and gnomes especially, doing bonus damage to those units. Poison functions in the game as a negative effect, providing damage against affected units each turn and additional damage whenever they move. The farther a unit moves while poisoned, the more damage will be applied. Mushroom unit's main attack is a poison fart cloud, providing light damage to units in its immediate area and applying the poison effect to any creatures hit by the attack. While this area of attack is not able to deal any significant amount of damage, the poison effect applied to the enemies contributes consistent damage for 1 to 3 turns after the attack, making it extremely effective. The fart cloud also has the chance to linger on empty hexes during the following turn of the attack, which will poison any units that move through that area. Avoid friendly units that can be affected by poison, as they can be hit by the fart attack as well. The mushroom's secondary attack is a headbutt, but it will only target units in the adjacent hexes that are immune to poison, so it's rarely ever used. This headbutt does do more damage than the fart cloud, but only targets 1 unit at a time, making it far less effective than the fart cloud attack. On the battlefield, the mushroom unit should be utilized as a disruptive unit, meant to be sent into the heart of the opponent's forces to shake up any plans or formations they may have had planned. Mushrooms can also be used to flank, moving around the main battle to agitate support units like mascots, cupcakes, and ranged units. They should not be positioned close to friendly units and should always find themselves surrounded by enemies, shifting back and forth between groups of enemies to ensure that it has poisoned as many units as possible. Although it sounds